In northern China, Peking opera became popular because it had similar melodies and dialect to the normal opera that northern China was used to. Peking opera was also known as Jinjiju and was favored by the Empress Dowager. He reigned from 1835 to 1908. Peking opera adopted many of its styles from the former national opera called Quinku, but Peking opera is very different. Usually, Peking opera is a working script that is made up of basic plots. The dialect used by the Peking actors is predominantly Mandarin Chinese. Usually, Peking operas were performed in an opera courtyard. The performances rarely required extensive props. Usually, they only used a table and chairs. The actors used symbols to display the meanings. Peking opera adopted its roles from the Quinku roles. The Quinku roles include Shang, or the male roles, Dan, or the female roles, Jing, or the painted face roles, and Chao, the comic roles. The Dan, or female roles, are also divided into the civilian and Wudan, or marital role types. There are three major subcategories of the Dan roles: the Ginyi, or the gentle, noble young lady, the Hudan, the Kodish woman, and the Liudan, or old woman. All of them have their own acting and singing techniques. All roles are played by men. Mei Lefang. Mei Lefang lived from 1894 to 1961. He brought back the focus to the Dan, or the woman roles. He began learning acting at the age of 8 and made his stage debut at the age of 10. He worked in Shanghai, where he learned the new trends of the international city's theatrical life. He brought Peking opera to the West, and he also created new modern operas that involved new dances and storylines, and he brought those to the Republic of China. These modern performances were focused on patriotic and social overtones. Mei Lefang brought back the focus to the oppression of women and created a new character altogether, the Huashan, or the flower robe. This new role combined the Ginyi, the noble lady, and the Hudan, the cottage woman. He created many new dances, melodies, and props that are still popular in Peking opera today. Of course, an actor should be innovative in his work, but his originality should stem from the knowledge. He will not find the right means of expression if he has not studied widely and if he does not know history. That was a quote from Mei Lefang. Mei Lefang was a firm believer that the actors should have a good knowledge of the cultures and history that they are performing, and the Communist Party not to ban Peking opera. Although Peking opera went through several changes during the early decades, it has been taught and performed continuously until now, with the exception of the Cultural Revolution in 1966 to 1976. Mei Lefang performed over 100 different roles in the traditional Beijing opera as Dan, the traditional female impersonator. Mei Lefang's dedication to the opera and development, and it won him a large following both in China and abroad, that mastered the second generation of the Mei school. Mei Bodeju, Lefang's son, is a famous Jinju performer. He is a lead performer of the Mei Lefang Jinju troupe in the Jinju Theatre Company of Beijing. He is the president of the Art Foundation of Mei Lefeng. Mei Lefeng not only inherited and developed the Mei School, but also trained the next generation of artists in Peking opera. We remember Mei Lefeng as the person who reincarnated Peking opera and brought so much to its unique cultural benefit to the citizens of China.